Yeah,
You know,
so if you don't want kids or you don't want to get married or you don't shit like that, why do I need a man? I don't need a man.
You know, later on in life, statistically, when women reach a certain age, they want a family and they want to settle down most of the time.
Yeah, but I don't.
That means they need. You're
don't.
20 years old.
Yeah, but I've always
in
thought
another
the same.
20 years.
Wait. This is the new generation. This is what they want. This is the end result of what they want. Is depopulation. She don't want no man. She don't want no kids. She don't want nothing but money and independent and all of this. That is the whole depopulation of everything.
This is the result of a generation that was brought up on I don't want no scrubs and all the single ladies. They have a lot of opinions that theoretically sound well, but that often don't translate well to practice. And the sad part is they typically have to get to their 30s to realize that they were brainwashed, and it takes some time to unpack all that brainwashing to hopefully make it in time to have the kids. So what I do advise is to stop thinking that these pre-made sentences are actually right and to think for yourself.
This person just came into the bar and said, hey, what are your pronouns? You kind of look like a they, them. And I hated that they were right.
What you want? What you want? Say wrong pronoun bad. Say correct pronoun bad. What? What you want? You come up, baby.
When I turn to a grown up, I don't want to be a fat grown up. I want to be a skinny grown up.
Do you know any fat grown ups?
It's more right French fries.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Son, you know, once you start, there's no going back.
I know.
This means total commitment. Once you begin the path, there is no leaving the path. Are you sure you're ready for that?
Starting in 2024, films will be required to meet new inclusion standards to be eligible for the Academy Awards for Best Picture. They'll have to have a certain percentage of actors or crew from underrepresented racial and ethnic groups. What do you think of these new inclusion standards?
They make me vomit. This is an art form. No one should be telling me that I have to give in to the latest, most current idea of what morality is. Are we really risking hurting people's feelings? And I'm sorry, I don't think that there's a minority or a majority in the country that has to be catered to like that. Are we crazy? Do we not know that art is art?
The woke mob and the rainbow mafia are making their way to Hollywood, and the movie writers are not having it. Think about it this way. Most of the movies that we grew up to love and adore that have been nominated for Oscars in the past 2 to 3 decades probably wouldn't even have made it because they don't fit the inclusion standard. And what's more, as my man pointed out, they're really boxing in writers, and it's making it really hard for them to come up with great content because not only do they have to have great stories, now they have to make sure to include and cater to every little marginalized group so as to not hurt people's feelings, which is really difficult in these times. And that's why most movies coming out in the past 5 to 10 years all look and feel the same because they're all following the same template. And as he said in the video, which I wholeheartedly agree, this makes me sick.
Ask the ladies to rate themselves on a scale of 1 to 10.
I'd say I'm a 10.
10.
10.
10.
Come on, 10s.
What would you rate yourself, Brian?
6.5 on a good day. So y'all are perfect.
Not perfect. Yep, perfect.
If you guys are 10s, then there's no girl that's better looking than you.
I love all women. Every girl is a 10.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Did you know that man from Turkey paid $27,000 to go from 5'2" to 5'7"? As a school counselor, he felt that he wasn't confident enough to help students because of his height. And he said that his colleagues made fun of his height at least once per week. And even his girlfriend told him that she wishes that he was a little bit taller. So he decided to research different ways to increase his natural height. And he eventually discovered a limb lengthening procedure to make him taller permanently. The procedure works by breaking your bone and inserting a rod that lengthens over time, allowing new bones to form. And in total, he endured 2 rounds of the leg lengthening surgery. Each surgery added about 2.4 inches to his height. One of his procedures were performed back in 2015 and another one was performed in 2020. And it turns out that these type of procedures does come with complications. Common complications include stiffness in your joints. And major complications include bone infection.
Listen guys, I don't want to hear nothing about the girls getting lip fillers, liposuctions. mommy makeovers and tummy tucks when you guys are over there flying to get your bones literally broken to be a few inches taller. Now, in a more serious note, we live in a world where people now have the power to act and fix their insecurities. But the problem is, for one, these things are fairly new. So they don't stand the test of time. We don't know what it looks like over a 20 to 30 year period. And instead of working on your character and working around these deficiencies to become a better person overall, people make you think that you can get a few stacks out and fix yourself. There's no shortcut to happiness in life, and no amount of physical and alteration is going to make you happier.